Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the video poker log. This is episode number 5. I really hope you all had a great Christmas. I had a fun one. We got into a Nerf war with my dad, my brother, and my sister's boyfriend. We also had a white elephant gift exchange that got a little wild. As far as the poker goes, we head out to Graton Resort and Casino in Sonoma County, which is where I'm from, and we play a little 1-3 with one of my closest friends, Charles Michener. So I really hope you enjoy the episode, and let's get to it. Alright, I'm driving to Santa Rosa, California right now. It's about an hour north of San Francisco. It's where I grew up, where my whole family lives now. So I'm looking forward to getting there, hanging out with my family, hanging out with friends, playing a little bit of poker, and showing you guys a little bit more about my life. We just arrived at my parents' place. Took us about 9.5 hours, but we're here. Hello.
Good timing. We got the food out still.
Oh yeah. Say hi.
Hi. Who am I saying hi to?
The vlog.
The vlog? Oh
Yeah.
no.
Brad, welcome home!
Yeah. Welcome home, Brad.
Yay, Brad, it's so good to see you!
Welcome to my room at my parents' place. My parents just remodeled the house. Put a sweet lock on the door for me. Would have been cool like 15 years ago, but I guess I'll take it. This is pretty cool. Back in 2010, I had just graduated college. Didn't have a lot of money, but I wanted to play the main event. So I entered myself into a $100 satellite, and me and the other 2 guys pictured. We won it, so the 3 of us got seats into the main event and a little bit of cash on the side. That was definitely the most fun thing I've done in my poker career. I made it to day 2, but I did not cash in it. And I haven't played the main event since, but I'm thinking this might be the year that I give it another shot. This is one of my closest friends, Charles Michener. We first met about 6 years ago when I was leasing apartments in San Francisco and just starting to take poker a little bit more seriously. He decided to drive up from the city, play a little 1-3 session with me, hang out for a bit, and oh yeah, he's shooting his own vlog.
I like that we had the same thought, you nerd.
Are you vlogging me, bro?
No, I'm not, bro.
Oh,
Long time no
so
see.
bright.
I'm ready to fall asleep. It's great to
Oh, good to see
see
you.
you. Merry Christmas. Is this all he does nowadays? How's it going?
Good to see you.
You
Yeah,
as
it's been a
well.
long time.
Be rad. Say what up.
Hello.
All right, we are now headed to Graton. I was thinking we might have to have some jams, you know, some of our hits. Well, I didn't mean
did
music
you bring
on
a
the
tape?
Oh, a tape. Oh, you've also. I was thinking more our own personal jams.
Oh,
some
shit,
of my
you know what?
favorites.
He's a man?
Yeah, he's a man.
Hold
I don't
on.
actually remember the song very well.
He's a man.
He's a man. Go man, go.
Go man. No.
I apparently I don't remember my own song as well as you do. Go man, go man, go man, go.
Yeah.
See, I think I'm always gonna miss that one there. Yeah. So I was letting the people know on my drive here that we were part of a boy band.
We're pretty successful.
I'd agree with that. The people eventually agreed that they didn't want to hear us anymore. So.
Yeah. It's pretty unanimous.
What do you think's the likelihood that I'm gonna put that in the video? Because I'm sure it's awkward
I hope
as
it's
fuck.
0.
So this is Graton Casino up in, where is this? Rohnert Park, technically?
Yeah. Rohnert Park,
But what's-
Sonoma County.
Okay, so we finally get to Graton Casino. We decided to jump into the 1-3 game. It's a 500 cap, people tend to make some big mistakes, and oftentimes you can win just as much money as you can in the 2-5 hand. So the first hand I get is pocket sixes in the cutoff. The under the gun player, who has about $200 in front of him, he limps in. I decide to limp in, and then the button, who has me covered, makes it 15. The under the gun player calls, and then I decide to call. We go 3 ways to the flop. The flop comes king 3 deuce with 2 diamonds and 1 club. Checks to me, I check. Then the button looks like he wants to give up on the hand. He checks too. The turn is the 5 of clubs. There's 2 flush draws out there. I have second best pair with the gutter now, and the under the gun player bets 15. I decide to call, thinking I could have the best hand, and then also if a club or diamond peels on the river, I might be able to rep a flush. So the button folds, and the river comes. It's the 7 of diamonds. Pot's $79, and the under the gun player bets 15 again. So this is really small. Usually when a player bets small like this on the river, it means they have a 1 pair hand, they want to get the showdown cheaply, but they don't have a very good hand. So instead of calling, I decide to take a little bit of a safer route. I raise it up to 70, thinking there's a high percentage chance that the under the gun player just folds, and he does, and we take down an okay sized pot for 1-3. A few hands later, we look down, we see king queen offsuit. The under the gun player limped in. We decide to bet 15 to ISO, and unfortunately for us, our buddy in the cutoff, Charles, he calls, and he's a solid player, and then the button also calls, and the under the gun player folds. So at this point, we kind of decide if we don't hit, we are not going to c-bet. Usually I like to c-bet with king high hands and queen high hands because they have virtually no value, but I only really like to do that if I'm in position against a single opponent. I don't really want to be c-betting against 2 opponents out of position. It's just too risky of a play, and I'm basically lighting money on fire. I also like to do it if I have some kind of backdoor draw. That gives me the ability to semi-bluff some turns. But in this situation, I completely missed the flop. I check, Charles checks, and the button checks. Then the turn is the 8 of diamonds. I check, Charles bets 20, and the button folds, and I decide to fold. Charles has ace jack of diamonds for top and turning the flush draw. In this hand, I pick up pocket jacks under the gun. I raise it up to 12, folds around to the big blind, who calls. He's got a stack of around 500. He's kind of a strange player. He doesn't like to fold much, and he's been caught bluffing a few times already. So the flop comes queen 8 deuce with 2 diamonds. He checks. I decide to bet. Just because 1 overcard came doesn't mean that it's not likely that I still have the best hand. So I bet 10, an amount that a player with a worse hand could call, and he does call. The turn is the 3 diamonds, and he bets 20. So he's kind of like representing a flush or some kind of strong hand here when he's betting into me, but since I've caught this guy bluffing before, I decided to call. I think against a tighter opponent, I just fold. And the river is the 10 of diamonds. He bets 75 and 85. This is a clear fold. I can't even beat a lot of his bluffs, so I just let this one go.
18?
Okay. So in this hand, I look down, I see ace jack offsuit in the hijack. The under the gun player limped in. He had about $70 to start the hand. And the player to my right, he limped in. He has around $600 to start the hand. So he's the player who I said earlier is pretty sticky, he doesn't really like to fold. I played that last hand with him when I had the jacks. So I raise it up to 18. I think I'm likely to have the best hand, and I'm in position. And the small blind calls, the under the gun player calls, and the player to my right calls. We go 4 ways to the flop. The flop comes jack 8-8. And it checks to the player to my right. He bets $20 into 75, so he bets a little less than 1/4 pot, and he likes to lead into the aggressor for some reason. I'm not really sure what his thought process is on that, but I call. There's no real point in raising here. and there's no real reason to think that I don't have the best hand. So I call, the small blind folds, the under the gun player calls, leaving himself with around $30 left. So we go 3 ways to the turn. The turn is the queen of clubs, so a few hands that I was beating on the flop now get there, like queen 10, queen 9, and queen jack, but it's not that scary, especially when both players check to me, and the under the gun player only has about $30 left, so you can't do any real damage. I really feel like I have the best hand. I think checking here is fine, but I don't really want to give a free card. So I decided to bet 1/3 pot. I bet $45 into 135, just thinking I can get called by Jack 10, Jack 9, and King Jack type hands. But ultimately both players fold, and I'm happy to just take down the pot. Alright, so that was the last real big hand that we played. We played a short session, but we ended up winning $129. I played for about 2.5 hours. Unfortunately, Charles didn't quite have the same session that we did, and he was playing a little bit like a monkey.
What a fun way to lose $800.
But we decided to go out to our favorite place in Santa Rosa, Russian River Brewery. They've won tons of awards. They're basically world famous. And if you ever come to Santa Rosa, I highly suggest that you stop by. Hey guys, thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, let me know. I will definitely read them, and I will definitely get back to you. I want to give a special thanks to Charles for driving up here and playing with me at Graton. I had a lot of fun. And if you want to get his perspective on the trip, please check out his video on his channel. I will put a link in the description box. He should have that video up shortly. Also, one of the reasons why I started doing these vlogs was because I felt like there was a pretty big disconnect between my family and my friends out here in California and myself. You know, not only am I in a different state, but I'm doing something that's not really conventional, and it's difficult for a lot of people to understand. So the fact that so many people have liked these videos and watched them and given positive feedback, it really helps a lot to keep me motivated to do these things. And I think it's helped a lot for my family and friends to get a clearer picture of what it is that I do. So thanks again for watching, guys, and thanks for all the support. I hope you had a great Christmas. I hope you have a great New Year's, and good luck at the tables.
Hey, Big Brad, it's your dad. Just saying hello. Give me a call when you get a chance. Talk to you soon. I loved your new video, and I can't believe it. You are just killing it out there with the number of people that are viewing it. That's unbelievable. Good job. Talk to you soon.